Breaking news to report this morning. The Supreme Court has just struck down a Hawaii gun law. In a 6-3 decision, the justices ruled that people do not need express permission to carry guns into privately owned properties like stores or hotels. Those private owners can still proactively ban firearms from their premises.
Now, the state's gun restrictions in place, like beaches, parks, and restaurants with alcohol, are still in place. Now, since those rules were not before the High Court. In another win for Second Amendment advocates today, the court found that marijuana users cannot be banned from owning a gun.